Hello everyone, my name is Carrie, and on this channel I use cash stuffing to manage my full-time self-employment income, and it helps me pay off debt and reach big savings goals. If that's something that you're interested in watching, be sure to subscribe to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be unstuffing my all cash envelopes here in these binders and paying off my credit card for the monthly spending that I have been doing in June. So let's get into it. To get started, I have my list here with all of the amounts of money that I have spent in the different transactions, along with the categories that will come out of each one of my binders to repay my credit card for the amount of spending that I've been doing this month. So the total is actually $783.90, but from my previous cash unstuffing that I did, I had a $221 eye care bill for my glasses, and so that still needs to be paid. So the total that I will be unstuffing today is $1,004.90. So to get started, I'm going to just kind of go down the list here. This is my husband's personal spending for a video game that he purchased, which is $10.83. So that is going to come out of here. All right, let's see. I'm going to be jumping around a little bit. So we got this checked off the list. And then this was for Southwest flights that we purchased for our Vegas trip. It's $273 a round trip for both of us. We got a really good deal on that. This is for our 10th wedding anniversary, which is going to be happening in December. So we're really excited about that. So I'm going to take it from my Vegas envelope here. $275 probably will be what we'll do. So we'll do 200. Well, let's see, we have 60, so I might have to get some change at some point, but for now I will put this in here, and then once we have some change I might come back to this. Yeah, so I will wait until we have a little bit more to get change from this to go back to the bank. So I'll hold off on that. Let's look here. We have quite a few health items, or several health items. So let's go there next. Set this to the side and get this other binder. All right. So we have, let's see, this was a health thing that I purchased for some vitamins we needed. And then this was for our Theragun, an attachment for our Theragun. So let's look at the total. Add these up. Okay, so we need $85 to come out of this health envelope. So let's do 50, 70, 80. Well, we don't have, let's see, maybe I'll do 90 and, I wish we had some fives. Let's see. I'll do 90 for right now, and then I might put some money back in here. So this is 50, 70, 90. For that, I will just go ahead and check these off though. So basically what we have decided to do using, this is how we're able to like use cash stuffing but still use a credit card so we can get points and continue to grow our credit score. So we do have other debts that we're paying off, but we do not have any credit card debt anymore. We have paid it all off. And so this is how we're able to keep track of that and stay on budget every month, even though we still use a credit card for things. Okay, this is going back in here. I will come back to this later because, like I said, I do have my eyeglasses bill that I need to pay, and that was $221. I'm going to try and take it out of here or my personal envelope. So we will see about that. Okay, next up, there's quite a few dining and eating out categories. So let's add those up. And dining out is not in this binder anyways. So let's see. Okay, so the total for all four of these eating out, is that right? 30, 60. Yeah, okay, is $87. So let's check our binder with all of our food and restaurant eating out money, just in here in the back. Another thing I'm going to be doing later in this video is switching out these envelopes for envelopes with like this kind of typing on them. So that way it'll be a little bit easier for me to read, and also I will have more variety of envelopes that I do need to, I need to have more categories basically. All right, so 20, 40, 60, 80. So we're going to do 100 and then put this 10 back here. So that will be $90 that we put in for food. So it's a little bit over. It's not exact, but I will get some change. Okay. So I was getting ready for the weekend. So I'm filming this on a Friday, and we're going to be going out with friends this weekend, possibly to dinner. And then I also have a conference that I'm going to be going to, and I wanted to record some of these videos. So I actually did my nails. These are actually press-on nails. And I feel like I can never find the right thing for me to use, whether it's, press-on nails or acrylics, or if I paint them myself or anything. I want something that obviously lasts a really long time and takes no time to do. Can somebody come up with that solution? I don't want to have to spend a lot of time getting my nails done or doing my nails myself. And I want them to last for like, well, a year would be great, and then I wouldn't have to think about them. But that's one of the reasons why or some of the reasons why I wanted to like get my nails done this weekend, because I had a lot of places to go and things to do. So, all right, moving down our categories here, we had several categories for gifts. So let's look at that. This purchase from Walgreens can be like considered household slash gifts. So it's a bunch of cards that we had purchased earlier in the month for Father's Day, Mother's Day, things that we did recently. So I think I'm going to take it out of the gifts fund if there is enough for that. Are those the only ones? I think it's just these two. All right, so $47.50 to come out of our gift fund. So we have 40. Oh, we actually have exact change here. So actually, I think I'm going to take these and exchange it for one of these 20s so we have some 5s. And then, what is this? So we need 47. What am I doing here? This is 43? Okay, well, let me do 60. So let's say minus 60. So 1250 change. And then we'll put 3 of these back. Let's see, that was probably the wonkiest thing I could have ever done. But hey. Okay, so it was supposed to be $47.50. You know what? I'm just going to have to look at it later when I'm editing this video, because I think I don't remember what I had in this envelope. I should have counted it. But anyway, we're just going to go with it and see what we come out with. I will definitely be able to by the time I get to the end of this and calculate it, I will have an idea of where I messed up in the categories and I need to, go back and fix basically. But I think that was something correct. I shouldn't have been worried about making change. Okay, my personal spending, I bought a shirt from Target, and I actually bought this ring from Amazon, this thumb ring, which I think is really cool. It's like a stackable ring. It's like gold plated, 14 karat gold plated, and it's actually pretty nice. So that's what this one was. So my personal spending envelope is in here. Oh, first let's add what the total is. $3.50 basically. So I would love to know how you track your money and how you track your online spending. Do you use a debit card? Do you use a credit card? It's really interesting to see how other people do it. So let's do, oh, we have 43, so let's just do that. Had exact change there, pretty much. It's always interesting to see and learn how other people manage their spending, how they track their online spending. I still use a spreadsheet and I still track all of this online as well. Like I use budgeting software. I use mint.com, and that gives me an idea of like how much I've spent over the month, but I feel like this way is more proactive because I'm able to see each category and track like what each category has spent that month as well. And if one of them's getting like too much or too big or too crazy or something like that. So okay, we have a couple of entertainment categories which are considered sort of bills, which are in my bills binder for Netflix, and this is for our Amazon Prime streaming. Yep, I think there's just these two. So that's $31.71 from entertainment. And this is basically our streaming services, which I'm going to swap out for a new envelope here shortly. So entertainment has 40. So let's say minus 40. Need to give $8 back. 3. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere where we finally have change. I might have screwed up a couple of my envelopes, but hey, I'll fix them. Or you guys can leave a comment below and tell me what I did wrong, and then I can fix it faster. Let's see, entertainment and this one. All right, only a few more to go. Okay, clothing is up next. There's only one of those. Clothing is actually an envelope I just recently started, and a new one that I'm going to be stuffing because, I mean, everybody needs clothes. But this one was actually for, what was the total? I think it was like 50 bucks, $48. Okay. I don't think I have enough in clothing. Oh, maybe I do. 40, we'll do 50, and then $2 back. This was for a couple of hats and shirts and stuff that we purchased for a family reunion that's in July. And everybody's going to be wearing, matching shirts and hats and stuff when we go to the reunion. So that's what that custom order was for both my husband and I. So, okay, what do we have left? We have a couple household things and some bills. Okay, so let's do bills next. Is that it? Just these two. Okay. So this is for both of our cell phones. We have Google Fi. We're thinking of switching over to like Verizon or something like that. But right now this is what we're looking at. So $96 there. And we actually I'm going to be changing out these envelopes as well. So we have a bills envelope right now, but I'm going to be making it into a cell phone envelope separately so I can track that. But right now all of it just comes out of here. So we need basically $100. So we're just going to take this, and then I'm just going to put a 5 back. I'm not super worried about. Let me get a nicer 5. Well, none of these 5s are that nice, but okay. I'm not super worried about like the couple of dollars there. I will definitely be able to have the right amount at the end. Okay, we only have a couple left, which is exciting. Actually, yeah, just these two. And then we'll go back and do this Vegas one too. So these two together is basically $60. What is this coming out of? Household. It's in this binder. So for our Vegas trip, we are really excited to plan it and go there this year. Like I said, it's for our 10th wedding anniversary, and it's something that we've really been looking forward to. We've gone to Vegas before, but my husband got really, really sick, and so we weren't able to like really enjoy the trip a lot. And he is a professional chef, and so we're really excited to go there because obviously a lot of celebrity chefs have restaurants in Vegas. A lot of people that we, read about or that he tries recipes from or we have recipe books from. So it's going to be a really exciting trip to do that. All right, 40, 55, 56, 57. Okay, we don't quite have $60 in household. What were these for? Trying to think. Oh, yeah, we got the propane filled on our propane tank for our grill for summer cooking. And then I got some stuff from Temu for household decor. So technically, this should come from household decor, but I don't have a household decor envelope right now. So I'm just going to take all of this and see how I can make up for it. Because it's basically, what was this, like 56 or something? Or 53? Anyway. So it'll be close, but it won't be quite all of it. Okay, this is all done. And then let's go back into our Vegas envelope and let's get out $275 if we can get change. So 200, well, probably 300, and then it would be easier to get change that way. So 25 essentially back. Yep. Okay, and then next up what we're going to be doing is saving up some money back up in this envelope to pay for and book our hotel. So we already have the dates picked out because we already got the flights booked, and we'll be able to pick our hotel from that and have like our trip mostly paid for in cash before we go, which is a very exciting goal. Okay, and then lastly, I do want to try and see about paying off my glasses. And I may have to take personal money out of my personal envelope to pay that. Okay, so all of these are done, I believe. Yes, so I'm just going to set that to the side and then see if we can cover the rest of this from my health envelope. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Yep. And then 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2. So 20, 40, 60. All right, so that's 160, I believe. 81, 20, 40, 60. Okay, so 160. Don't really have much else to take out of here, so I'm going to see if I have any in my personal. And I might just take out as much as I can, or I might take a little bit out of savings or something like that. Okay, so that's 80, 90. Leave this in here. And then I'll take this 10. So that should be $200. And my glasses were 221. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So that's 200. So we need $221. I'm trying to think of something else that makes sense to take it from, because I really do just want to pay it all off and put that money in the bank. I could take it from one of my savings goals or like something like that, but I'm going to try and keep that right now. I do have a little bit extra in my bills checking account. This, or not checking account, my envelope here, my bills that I've set aside, but I'm trying to fill that up and build it up a little bit for a month ahead fund, but I think I might take it out of here to cover most of this. So that's 220, and then let's see. I'm just looking for a random one. Oh, was there one in here? No. Okay. I'll just take it from this one. So this is should be 221. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20 or 10, 21. Great. Okay, so that'll cover my glasses and I can finally pay that off. I mean, it only happened earlier this month, but I don't want that amount sitting on the credit card because I want to be able to pay all of this off, put the money in the bank, and make the payment for the credit card before it's due. The statement runs on the 28th of every month, and so I'm filming this a few days before that, and I want to get the money into the bank. So let's go ahead and add up the total amount of cash we have here. We're supposed to have around $1,005. So let's see if we have that and if I screwed it up really bad or not when I counted this and took it all from envelopes. So we have 1, 2, 3. So that's 300. 400, well, 150 in 50s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20 in 20s, and $30 in 10s, $10 in 5s. We actually might be over. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4 ones. Did I count that right? Right now we're at $1,014, so I can put a little bit of this back. Probably I'll put it back in my bills envelope that I took the extra out of. But let me just recount this again to be sure. Yeah, so it was $1,014, so I'm going to take a little bit of this, put it back in my bills fund where I took a little bit extra out to cover for my glasses. So I'm going to take a 10 and 1, 2, well, let's see. It's only a few dollars over. What is it, $10 over? Basically, yeah. So I'm actually just going to take this 10. Okay, put this back in here. So that is it for my tracking my online spending and repaying it from the different bills or envelopes that I have here, cash envelopes. The next thing that I'm going to do is actually swap out my envelopes for new envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. I created these new envelopes here, and I'm going to be swapping them out for corresponding ones and or making new ones, maybe splitting some of the money and stuff like that. So I'm going to set this to the side and get started with this envelope, sorry, this binder. I'm actually thinking of changing up some of these as well, some of these binders that is, or like how the envelopes are categorized and like where they're organized and stuff, because let me put this in here. I'm not sure if I want to keep these in, so this is my bills binder technically, and I'm not sure if I want to keep these categories in here because I really do want them to just mostly be bills or high priority sinking funds, which savings are definitely high priority sinking funds. Taxes are definitely high priority as well. The only thing is this has these things that need to make these holes. I don't think I want to keep the debt envelope in here, so that's one thing that I'll be potentially moving elsewhere, but I will figure that out. Okay. Swapping these around. This doesn't have anything in it. Up next, we have gas/fuel. I probably should have tried to make these easier to poke through the holes first, but hey, you can hang out with me. We can chat while we do this. I feel like there is an easier way to do this. Probably should have transferred the money before I thought about swapping out the bills, but here we are. Okay. Entertainment is now going to be called subscriptions. There we go. Because this is basically all for our subscriptions anyway. Like I mentioned, Netflix and stuff like that. bills is going to be turning into cell phone, but we actually paid all of our cell phone stuff with this round. As you saw from my sheet, both of our cell phones were already paid from this. So I'm just going to put that in there empty. Trash and recycling. I feel like this is very tedious. Okay. It also kind of hurts my fingers. Our trash and recycling only comes once a quarter, so I'm trying to save up for that. I think it is actually coming out later this month, but I'll just build this up and repay that from my bills checking account. Okay, and then now I'm going to have all these little things all over my office probably. Have to get the vacuum out and fix that. Alright, I'm going to put this bills new envelope here so that it'll actually be separate from my bills and it will be a month ahead fund kind of thing. So that will just be empty for now. Groceries is still going to be groceries. It's easier for me to do it like this than try and fit them individually in these holes. So I hope everyone is excited about 4th of July. I think when this video comes out, it'll just be a couple days before 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to everyone. Hope you have an awesome holiday. I am changing out food, don't need this receipt anymore, to be restaurants. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the money from the bills, the new bills envelope that we have in here. Let me just do that before I forget. But yeah, so we're going to be heading to a family reunion just after 4th of July. So that'll be really fun to get outside and be with friends and family and catch up with everybody. And we're going to be celebrating all of like the summer birthdays in the family. And we had a couple of family members graduate high school, college, things like that. So we'll be celebrating those. Would love to know what your plans are for the summer break, if you are going to be doing any fun things where you're going and celebrating anything fun, birthdays, anything like that. And then finally in this one, I think we're just going to do car maintenance. So this covers, well, it's basically car maintenance and whatever the car needs. So this envelope will also cover car registration and stuff like that. I'm not going to be ordering custom envelopes just yet. I know a lot of people who do, or like who have their cash stuffing YouTube channels and stuff, they have or make their own custom envelopes, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm still not 100% of all of what all of my categories need to be. As you can see, like I have been adding some and moving some and creating new ones, and I want to get a better idea of what my categories are going to be more like in the future consistently of what they're going to be. So that way when I purchase custom envelopes, it's not going to be for a waste. It's not, I know it's already going to cost me a little bit of money. Okay, I have all these little white circles. Alright, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to leave this binder as is as far as what the categories that are in there, and I might reorganize it later. Okay. Next up, we're going to do this binder. This is my lower priority sinking funds, but obviously things that I still do want to pay attention to and have time for to be able to stuff. So this one is going to definitely keep emergency. I'm going to keep most of these, and then towards the end here you'll see that I have new envelopes that I'll be adding. Just swap this out. How household is staying the same, but I'm actually going to be splitting the next two. So it'll have household expenses will go in here for like toiletries, different things that the house needs to refill stuff like what we did with the propane tank, and then home decor and decorations and things like that, small things, will go in a separate envelope. So I'm going to split this one going forward. And we spent all of the money out of here, so there's nothing to transfer over there. All right. Gifts is staying the same. I was thinking about actually making another envelope that's for giving, but I might put that in a separate binder, and I haven't created that one yet with this new like font and style, so I still have to work on that. But that will potentially be in this binder as well, although this binder is getting kind of full with all the envelopes that I want to put in it. So that's why I was thinking about reorganizing it elsewhere. But gifts is something that we use for buying people gifts, and whether they're friends and family or even ourselves, like each other. And then the giving will be separate, which would be like a kindness envelope or something like that. Health is also staying the same, although I might make a medical envelope as well to go along with this one, because the health stuff is all of our supplements and vitamins, or if in this case, like this month, we purchased a Theragun attachment, which, by the way, if you've never had a Theragun, it's pretty amazing. So we really like to have that. We also pay for our chiropractor appointments, eye exams, dental, things like that. So that may be split differently into a medical envelope at some point. Okay, I've already added these envelopes. So we have beauty, clothing, lawn care. Birthdays is going to be something that we're going to be setting aside money for when it is, someone's birthday or we want to celebrate a birthday. I have a milestone birthday coming up here next year. And then this is just our personal spending. I don't have a miscellaneous envelope yet, which I'm not sure if I need, but I know that it could be something nice to have when you go over budget. Which, most people, most of the time, we underestimate how much this cost is going to be. Okay. Almost done here. We just have one new envelope left, which is travel. So I wanted to change this envelope's name from vacation to travel because, yes, we do go on vacations, but we actually travel a lot more than going on just vacation. So we do things for the holidays to see my family and to travel to see them. We also have road trips in the summer, or at least we did, pre-2020. So we're hoping to get back into that a little bit, maybe when we go on a camping trip or anything like that. It's not necessarily vacation. It would be considered more general type travel. So that's why I wanted to swap this one out. And that is all of my new envelopes currently. Right now, the rest of these are just savings challenges, mostly for different holidays towards the end of the year, but I was thinking of putting a couple other ones in here to have some fun with. And then I actually did purchase a pouch for this $1 savings challenge so that it will be able to fit more, because this is getting pretty full, and so it'll have a separate one that'll be outside of this binder. But that is pretty much all for today. If you have stuck with me this far through this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with you. Be sure to comment below and let me know how your week has been and what some of the things you have planned for summer. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.